Yo, what up? What up, man? What's up? So really quick, I wanted to go over the Nasdaq. As you can tell, I'm happy. Okay, I'm really happy because I have some vitamin water. That's pretty much it. I mean, I don't know. I'm just excited to have vitamin water. I mean, I got a lot of it too. So, I got the pink ones. I got the yellow ones. I mean, I love vitamin water. I mean, I love Gatorade, but you know, for some reason, it's just I drink a lot of water, and if you're a smoker, you got to stay hydrated regardless of whatever your activities are. Um, I mean, I know trading is the most physical activity, but we got to keep the mind sharp. Okay, so you got to make sure you eat well, make sure you sleep well. And this is just a reminder to anybody who's learning right now. I understand that trading is hella fascinating right now. We talk a lot about algorithms and this and that and the third and whatever the fuck else. But I want you to a minute understand that what we do here is it is fun. And what I'll do is I'll start to pop in like this for dramatic effect. All right. I'll let you focus on the chart, but I'll just pop in and out. All right. So um you'll notice that if I like hit the what the fuck? You know what I'm trying to I was about to say, I can never find the lighter, so I was about to fucking freak out. So if I do pop on screen like this, I'm not gonna like rant, but I'll tell you what it's probably an ADHD moment, like normal. Okay, all right. So anyway, wanted to jump on and what the fuck? Uh, I see. I wanted to make sure that we could see something. So yeah, all right. I wanted to make sure that we could see like for example, we've had a lot of manipulation coming in. A lot of people will blame it on just like, the Trump stuff. They call it Trump dump, right? I'm crying. That shit had me cracking the fuck up. So listen, so the reason why I wanted to jump on here and show you, it's us really looking to be reliable narrators, okay? So like every time that I sit there and want to explain something to somebody where yes, we talk about, things that are clear in nature. When we talk about like weekly profile. When you see a Monday low, right? We're going back to season one. When you see that Monday low, what are you going to expect? It's going to be Thursday or that's Friday high. You feel what I'm saying? Okay. Now listen. I totally get it. I totally get it. Where every time, I mean, we've had it a couple weeks in a row, literally. And so I understand where it might be a little tough for somebody to be like, listen, are you sure? Bro, bro, bro. And again, I'm just going back to some season one basics so you can get a hang of what we're talking about. So when we do go back to some of our more advanced teachings coming up, we're going to be on the same page. Right. So hold on. Literally forgot there's a blunt man. So my thing is, right, I want you to understand, like, when we talk about generic organization of your fucking chart, a lot of people are telling me, like, and I'm interested in your perspective. Like, what are you focusing on? What are you thinking about? Like, how are you actually planning the day or the week or the session? Like, you feel what I'm saying? And I understand that not everybody has like the same perspective on time, or not everybody has the same perspective on price, and not everybody has the same model even. But it doesn't matter if we have the same model. But what I care about is how you actually are thinking while you trade. So, like I said, I'm very I am all over the textbook because I've memorized it. So I realized that like if I'm viewing this as a Monday high, Tuesday couldn't do it, then I know I need to it keeps doing this weird, yeah, yeah, yeah. So basically what I'm saying is NASDAQ is not hard to figure out, bro. These Monday profiles, it's exactly what I'm saying. It's literal. It's not a game. No, blood is lit. So when you have this Monday high here, this is a Thursday, Friday go bullish. What do we get next week? Literally, right? Monday high, Monday. So in a spot where when you view this, you have to realize that this is actually clear, obviously, it's clear sell side short-term liquidity. Okay. And I understand where the average person is going to be a little worried because there are Trump news and things like that floating all over the place. But it doesn't change the algorithm. Now listen, you have a clear change in the state of delivery. Okay. Your shift, sell side. Now the problem is look how disgusting this is, right? On your Wednesday, saying, but the problem is I want you guys to be more into it's not like you have to actually read the news. You just need to know when the news is. Does that make sense? So that way when you're popping in and you're saying Monday high, where am I going to expect this? How do I think? So if you're a New York trader, what are you going to do every day? Obviously, the Tuesday is easy. You get a New York over London turtle. So you have a session turtle here. I see that. We even take out this Asia here, but it makes equal highs, bro. Really. Yeah, it makes like equal highs. But we take it though. You see what I'm saying? We take it. Lear turtle soup, fair value gap. This was very simple. And where are you going to expect it, right? There is no more buying. You need to hold this. So by the time you get to XAM and your D cycle, you can just get out at 3 o'clock. Nothing else to do. Because you already know that Monday's not your DOL. So you're basically just playing video games and seeing how low it wants to go. And you already have targets and things. We understand that it's going to engineer clear liquidity if you just happen to look for it. And I'm talking about like why you see these like look why it spikes like that. Why to that level? Because it's clear liquidity. I want you to actually look at everybody wants to group liquidity the same way, whether they're equal lows or singular low or singular high versus like a liquidity pool. I would love to aim at a liquidity pool. These are a lot more fun. You already know that even how this is shaped between these pillars right here. Pillars. It's funny. Let me crack myself the fuck up, man. And my question to my Discord all week was like, yo, what do you do when you're like trading? Like, are you like sitting there like no music on, like stressed out? Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you like chilling? Are you playing video games like me? Are you watching movies? Because I mean, bro, I don't want you to sit at the fucking screen all damn day. Like, even when you are in the trade, do something else. Plenty of times I'll literally walk outside, do some kickflips, come back, trades at the TP. But it's on you to understand what we're doing here. Okay? Time runs this shit. Not you being concerned about every little little candle here being a retracement. You feel what I'm saying? All right. Now listen, this is my thing, okay? 3 weeks. Couldn't get to Monday. What are you doing? You're mostly buying shit. Does that mean you can't have a sell day? Of course you can. But this is the gem here. Everybody wants to group liquidity together, and that's not what it is. So, no, this is not liquidity for this week. That's not what we're doing. There's some other context I'll give you in a moment, but this is my thing. Yes, you can have a daily profile that is a seller. Yes, we see that. Yes, London, New York, can't get to London, London high of the day, clear sell day, no problem. Easy, right? But this is the thing, even when you sell it down, are you going to expect this just because we are sell side? And I understand the marketplace is when we talk about it, it is coded to just take and make liquidity. I get that. You can sell this down and still know that this is not our real DOL. It might be something a little close to it, but no dice. You're not going to be surprised when the PM session tries to take half your fucking money back. You're going to start closing down here anyway. And look, this is early, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock. And I've said this before on this channel, where when you get into trades at this 9, 10 o'clock, bro, you are done at 12. You are literally done at 12. That first move or that second move that you take, if you're in London, cool, do your thing. You're in New York, do your thing. That first real move of the day is done at 12 o'clock. Watch my point. What is this? London low. Now, even when you get to Wednesday, you are really knowing that this is not our DOL. Even if you couldn't see it on Tuesday, this is not our DOL. Okay? Okay. Can you dig it? I bet you can. It was funny because I was watching a movie with my mom the other day, and she was like pointing out like these old school like sayings and shit that we saying in movies. It is funny because it was like a watching like Lawrence Fishburne movies and shit. So like he sounded so fucking cool, bro. I love the Matrix, but he does play a role in some of these other films that I mean to the point where some of my favorite actors, like I really like Leo, I really like Lawrence Fishburne, I really like um anything that like Stellar. I love emotion. Like I really would love to see creativity. And I think that when people say you have to be emotionless in trading or you have to be a robot, and I don't fucking get that. I don't believe that shit at all. I do believe logic over emotion for sure. I am there with you. But I don't think that it's an absence of emotion. I think it's an understanding of emotion. It's a balance. And like I said, I go off on rants when you get to these parts. So it's like You know, I've been studying Buddhism. Um, I study computer science. I study a lot of calculus, right? So it's in high school, I never got a chance to learn like all the advanced math that I really wanted to learn because I really wasn't interested at that time. You know, how, like when you become like a real adult, you're like, knowledge is actually like learning is fun now. They just played it off to make you, I don't even like the narrative that school is boring. It is, but it's like, they play into it so crazy. Oh yeah, school's boring, but you gotta no, dude, you guys can make it fun if you wanted to. But that's a whole nother story. So as an adult, right? Again, Buddhism, religion versus science, and it's like for me, it's just a natural balance. The same thing to me. And same thing in my trading where I'm like, listen, like I do want you guys to feel your trading out. When I always say this to my students, like you gotta vibe shit out. You're gonna know when it's an A setup versus a B. You're gonna feel it. And when you know something, your A setup is not based on just structure or just the logic. You're gonna feel why it's an A plus setup, and you're gonna feel excited. Your heart's gonna race a little bit. You're gonna be like, "Yo, hold on, I actually know something." And something on your chart is going to stand out to you like that Monday low. And then when you start running it up and you say, yo, this is a London 2 to 5 low. Jay taught me about that. Damn, he's right. Not every liquidity is the fucking same. I do got equal highs up here. They're going to get attacked a certain way. Notice how it's a straight through shot, straight through processing. They don't give a fuck. Fuck them. Everybody on Tuesday, fuck you. Wednesday is a natural day of distribution or expansion. We get that. Watch this. But what time do we stop? Well, 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, right here. That's your next move. This gets you in for your PM session. That first move here, I'm not saying it's liable to come all the way back, no. But this is what I'm saying. You understand, even if we're in a buy program, you're not confused on what we call the daily profile. You want to be a seller above old highs. Not here, though. No, 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 no. This is wrong time to do that. Fuck that. Low of the day. High of the day. Low of the day. Bro, it's the same shit over, and I'm showing you the basic stuff so it can get you comfortable. Because right when we start running back through start like these narratives for over here, right? This is where it gets tricky. Now I really need you to pay attention. Let's whip it in. I want you to see something. They're like, finally, he pulls out the fucking dealing rings. Wanted to see. Took forever. Shut up. Shut up. I know. I get it. I know. Now, why is this significant, or why is this not stressful to our gold backed traders? Like I said, marketplace is all about creativity. It's about balance and understanding. So as a Buddhist, right? I want you to get fucking excited about this. I want you to have fun in your trading. I don't want you to sit there like a robot with no music on and have nothing to do and just feel like you got to stare at the fucking screen all day. I want you to understand what the fuck we are doing here. And I mean, I want you to be clean and clear about it too. So yes, we're going through like how we engineer ins and outs. But I want you to also understand that like the shit's already in place for you. So when you do get that, I mean, let me be clean and clear, right? We get it. And I'll just do my own little line, right? Just so I could highlight these opening gaps. Okay. So when we drop in, and this is your Sunday, right? That's Monday night or Monday morning rather. Monday 11. Same thing I'm talking about. But what are you already expecting? Mix that with some algo logic. Now, what I need you to really understand me, okay? When you get to these higher PO3s, like some people ask, like, yo, well, I heard I need to be on the 6561 for day trading. But they feel like they need to be on the 3 or 9 for day trading. I said, yo, hold on. Let's talk about this now. When you're talking about an overall perspective or what's going to help you for like a week or 2 weeks or even a month out or whatever, yes, you want to start looking at your 729, 2187, and ultimately your 6561 for a really big overall technical picture, like I talked about in season one. But this is my whole thing though, right? Always, yo, it's funny. Someone else said, yo, when Jay hits that, mind you, that's when the gem comes out. It's so funny. And like I said, bro, learning this shit from a black dude with, you know, ADHD, bro, I think it's the funniest shit. So I think I talk. They say I talk in a way to where it's comfortable to listen to. I mean, I don't know. I don't really watch my fucking videos. You guys do. I don't fucking watch them. But I guess it makes sense. And like I guess other people being monotone and whatever on this shit, we can't really pay fucking attention, my guy. And that's just on me. And that's why I started making videos. Because some of this stuff is not hard to understand. It's just like, if you got somebody to vibe out with you, I feel like it's a lot easier to learn this shit. And if you really understand it, why are you teaching it in a complex way? Why? I don't understand that. You really understand it. Why are you teaching it all complex? That's just whatever, man. Anyway, so this is my whole thing, right? We're not looking at the sessions right now, but we're seeing what I call like the overall wireframe, and I love that word. Love that word. And obviously, we're looking at 729, right? So the 729, 2187 are great for week, 2 weeks, these really volatile M cycle weeks, these D cycle weeks, where you know that there's going to be more range involved, whether it be Trump, whether it be election, whether it just be a third, fourth week of the month, whatever you want to, highlight that as. So when we're looking at some of these ranges here, and then when we pop back in, okay, so like you get this Monday, yes, you come into a super discount. You know what I mean? Stop run of this DR down here, right back in, right? So once you see this all down here, maybe you had trouble with that on Monday. You didn't trust it yet. Understandable. But this is my thing though. We got the low of the 720 that I respect it. And whether you're using it for overall confluence, for trading on your Wednesday or your Thursday, you can come in and say, you know what? No, yeah, we're not getting back down here. Not at all. You also have unfulfilled range, right? So you have power three liquidity. Okay. And then obviously that we're ultimately trying to get up to this new week opening gap anyway. That's our first point of reference. So we have this Monday low, and again, tying in weekly profile. What do you think, bro? This ain't nothing but a what? Bullish weekly candle. That I mean, listen, how basic can you get? Like I said, we're doing this for anybody who's new to my channel, anybody who's trying to understand what I mean by higher PO3 versus lower. So if you're on the trying to figure out the wireframe, yes, your 729 is perfect. And look at how even if you're looking at this on Monday night, you see that gap and where it is. So when you're like, whoa, yeah, we getting up here by Thursday, Friday. We don't hit this by Thursday, you already know what that is. Optimal trade entry. We're still gonna buy toward that shit anyway. That's what I'm saying. Same thing on Friday. Touch the top of the gap, and where you ultimately die from, to where you can take the best sell, which is a natural order block level. It's your previous dealing range's order block level. So you go up, you know what I'm saying? And let's check this. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? Let's zoom in. So is that not my look, same thing. Same thing on this one. Same fucking thing, bro. Same thing all week. Your new week opening gap is just a little closer to you this time. But what do you ultimately do? You run a 729 Stairmaster style. You feel what I'm saying? Make it right to your EXT and it dies. Come on now. You can't deny the accuracy, my guy. You can't. And even if you're somebody who doesn't want to view like the lower PO3s because you want more range, or you maybe you trade NAS 100 and maybe you actually swing NASDAQ, you can come on and dominate this fucking thing. 2 weeks in a fucking row, same deal. Filling of a new week opening gap function. This one's a little easier because her gap's all the way up here. But again, you do get that same profile. Where we talk about what? Monday low, Sunday, Monday low, Thursday or Friday high. Friday is a seller off because it needs to make a wick, a top wick for the week. And this is what I mean, right? Look, look, look. So both of these wicks are simply Friday. You feel what I'm saying? Both of these wicks are simply Friday. I'm gonna throw in a little gem real quick. I mean, we've talked about it. What are you doing when you get to January? And this is what I mean about environment, bro. You got to understand your environment. Everybody's throwing money at these challenges in the market and trying to just treat every day like it's the fucking same. I guarantee you, it's not just you coming onto the daily chart to see what the color of the candle is. I want you to come onto the daily chart and understand what we're working with. Do you see the vibe change literally from this shit to this? This is different, bro. Okay. And again, I could talk about this now because I mean my chat already knows about it. Yo, you guys who are I mean, listen, like it's not gonna stop, bro. It's not gonna stop. It's gonna be mad annoying until January, February, March. Soon as you step into April, it'll be a little better. I want you to just hold on, do the best you can. Okay. Do not over leverage. That's my biggest advice right now. Do not over leverage. I'm not saying it's gonna be this stupid, but it's liable to just be an asshole for, I mean, literally. You want to see some real range? Wait till we get to April. You'll feel a lot better. But this is my whole thing about this. You see the vibe change the moment we get here. You feel what I'm saying? And after all of this, look, look, you feel what I'm saying? After all this, super vibe change, right? Not the lack of emotion that makes you the best trader, but it is about understanding. You don't subscribe to, hey, man, I was being too greedy, or, you know, like, even fear in the marketplace is trumped by understanding. So when we come down here and we get to some of these lower levels, we talk about the 729 being the wireframe. But let's get to some of these lower PO3s. And again, I talk about like which one are better suited for intraday trading. But you see what I mean about the range, right? So like if we're dealing with a really high range week like a M or D cycle, I'm not saying this 81 is not fire and can't get you in, but I need you to understand something. This is not where you're going to just try to run a simple 81 and be done. I want you to kind of, I mean, 243 is this is where it's super goaded. Super goaded. Now, for me, right? Let's pull this up. Now, you already understand. Anybody who's new to my chart, let me re-explain real quick. Now, we're dealing with this Friday, okay? Now, we're going to keep it simple, but even still, all right? This is not hard to get attached to. This is not hard to do. This is not hard. Simple, simple stuff. Listen. Now, 243 range. Why is this great? We talk about the 729 reaching this a primary. Great level, great number, by the way. I'm not going to say why, but I mean, great, great, great number. Anyway, so when we're coming back down here, I mean, listen, there's hella news that was engineered on this thing, right? So there was 8 o'clock news, we had 10 o'clock news. It was a mess. We had Trump stuff. Someone else would look at this and be like, "Oh man, thank God I didn't trade that. That was crazy." No, this is the fucking what I want you to be able to anticipate. Is my point. Okay. So like when we come into areas like this, oh, shit. Oh, we're on the 15th. I was thinking like, wait, this looks kind of crazy for 1 minute. What the fuck? And I was like, oh yeah, no, fry it real quick. And let me hit the. It's almost like I'm trying to get sponsored by. It's almost like I'm trying to get sponsored by fucking what? Trying to get sponsored by body water. Mm-hmm. But listen, all right. That's what I want you to understand. Let me see. And I need. I honestly need that. This is the one thing I do need. This emphasis, right? When you're looking at like a 243 versus 729, that's not going to help you on the 729 if you can't figure out like the daily profile. You're going to be thinking this thing is just going to go up but never fucking stop. But I need you to understand how the marketplace plays in not just the day of the week, how we're looking at now, this being a TGIF setup. And again, TGIF setup is just this Friday. Thank God it's Friday. It's an easy fucking thing. Like I said, it's just a top wick being made. You're gonna come down. That's the whole narrative. There's really just the main idea. And like I said, I trade like I write a paper. So when I have these things in place, yes, this is still considered PO3 liquidity. I need you to understand that. So when we're going just up, up, up like this, every time I see it kind of stop, literally every time, for me, I'll say, this is PO3 to me. Failure to reach the top part here just because we ran into the stealing range. This is what for me, I'm gonna just use this word. Someone else can use it differently. That's fine. I don't care. Um IDR. For me, this is intended dealing range. So you see how we were in this dealing range for a while? So like from Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday too. Intended. Very optimal. Intended. Anyway, I'm looking for PO3 liquidity here, PO3 liquidity here. Okay. Because again, we understand that like on the basic level, bro, and people need to stop being fucking scared about this shit. Just because it does it not in the way that you wanted to. Maybe you thought it wanted to complete this shit from the Monday, my bad, the Wednesday here and go straight up and do it. And now you get anxious because it starts to retrace again. And now you're you were maybe in NAS 100 trying to swing this and you get thrown out and you're like, "Damn, I knew it was going to go higher." Now you need a new entry and you were down here. I understand that. Or if you trade futures, obviously, you might have called this here and wanted this higher thing here, but you got thrown out by this thing here and got scared, and now you close your trade, and now you're up here and upset you didn't hold. I understand that because you thought you wanted this because you saw it. You saw it, but you might not be understanding of time all the way. So you're confused as to why it's even coming back down in the first place. Understandable. Now, this is my thing though. Like I said, the power of three liquidity is just the oh, I'm like moving shit around. My bad. Now the power. What the fuck? Can you gather? Power three liquidity is just the unfulfilled range. So we understand it's going to be the real liquidity every time we really make these major stopping points. And even on the sell side, it gives it on both sides. It might not be for now. You feel what I'm saying? And someone else that even in my Discord was like, yo, this shit is hella fucking annoying, bro. I'm in sales here. Why the fuck it didn't get this liquidity? Like, this is just annoying to me. I gotta really be micromanaging it. I'm like, no, you have to be understanding of what it's going to do. So of course it's going to leave this open for us later. Why? Because Friday wants to be aggressive and just knock all of it out at once. And thanks to I have my friend Earl, right? Been teaching him about this. So like, I love his perspective on smart money. He's like, listen, number one, I said partitions complete. He was like, the equivalent to that would be they don't want some of the money, they want all of the money. Do you feel what I'm saying? And look how violent this is toward that liquidity, right? From a what? Major level. Why don't we start this move in Asia? Clean this up a little bit. Because Asia is nothing but liquidity on both sides. Okay. Obviously. So right there. So you go down, make internal, you got that short-term liquidity right there, right on the inside. Notice how the news spikes both sides. This should have been a gem to you. Okay. So what we did in the morning, this is what I told my Discord. Okay. I said, listen, we're going to take buys here. I want you to take buys. We had a target up here, uh, and it was this obviously this Asia up here that was still open. So that was our liquidity there. And we, like I said, we had this Asia that we were still underneath, and I wanted to tag it again. So right underneath here, this left Asia right here with it was kind of too clean. Didn't really feel like a good attack enough. So I said, oh yeah, no, we're going up first, then we're gonna make our top wick. You feel what I'm saying? And that's exactly what we did. So we bought this up, okay? We were in buys here, and then we came up, we took some partials. I let them know that we did have one more target above us, but there will be a time, whether it's that 10 o'clock. And notice how this is your 950 macro. Okay. 950 macro. Notice what time this actual candle is. 955 right here, 950. See what I'm saying? If you are familiar, it does rejection block right here. Okay. Perfect rejection block above this liquidity. We are out of the buys here. Now we already started playing video games and shit, so we start talking about other stuff in Discord. By the time we hopped on again, we started looking at these cells, and obviously, other people said, "Yo, I couldn't see this coming. That was Trump. Wow, that was fucked up." And I mean, everybody feels like they're getting cuffed and shit. Like, yo, this is terrible. I don't like this experience. This is not fun for me. What do you think we're thinking about? Bro, we having a ball over here. And I'm telling you, bro, go have fun in your trading, bro. Be emotional about it, but have it be positive. Listen to your favorite fucking album and sit there and just vibe out. You have nothing else to do because you understand what the fuck we doing. It don't make the algorithm no different. Trump or not Trump. I don't give a fuck what he talk about. I really don't. I don't want you to either. You just need to understand algorithm and how it works. Is that not sell side liquidity? Is that not an important one too? Previous days low? Okay. We talked about Asia being liquidity. Got it. Whatever. Do you get a Judith swing? You do. Is it still XAMD based? Of course. So I'm gonna come in. We've talked about it. It's not no. It's an industry wide one. It's not like I gotta keep it for anybody. So like XAMD, there are some other gems in my Discord that I'm still not going to talk about anyway. But there's some, regular basic stuff that we could do. You know what I'm saying? Average person could do it. Anybody. Judah swing here, Judge Judy. You know what I'm saying? And again, no Eliza Thornberry type shit. We are not in the wildness. This is not reckless. It's not about greed nor fear. It's about balance. I don't want you trading 4 sessions a day. I don't want you trading 5 days a week, but I do want you to be understanding of what you're doing. So yes, you can organize and be a creative player all day, bro. I customize my character all day. So that means whatever model I want to use, I can use it. I don't have to be a one-stop shop for anything. You can be mechanical if you want. I don't fucking recommend it because there's so much that you can do or not do, and just again write the paper, bro. Have a main idea. Emphasize on you real quick. So this is my whole thing. I want you to understand that like the marketplace is about creativity, and no, you don't have to sit there and like fuck shit up. And it's not based off of recklessness. I'm not telling you to be reckless. That's where I talk about greed and fear. You don't have to be scared when you understand. So we have a clear Judah swing down. Doesn't stop till you get to London. What do we have? This is your first trade. Okay. So let's annotate. Trade one. Okay. You would have sold this here. This is my J style Judy. Time is perfect, 9 p.m. Let's get it popping. We understand that's a distribution cycle, 9 o'clock anyway. 9 o'clock, home alone, trade NQ. Shit. That's not copyright, is that? Hey, that's how I feel. Every time I see that Judas swing, I'll be like, there's no anxiety. Your trade is genuine all the way down till you get to London. Someone else would be so anxious, but not us. We understand. Delete real quick. Delete. We're identifying that as trade one, genuine. Okay. So we got the so anxious trade here. Then we got the Judge Judy, the first one. We got the 3 pointer. You got that London low. You feel me? Now that's my New York kill zone. This my London kill zone. You feel me? 3 pointer right there. No problem. Buy this shit up. And what you're gonna do is you get out by that 8 o'clock. That's exactly why I tell you that. Because you got news coming up anyway. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna be done. Get out. Get the fuck out of there. Because that spike is gonna piss you off anyway. Regardless of if you're bullish, bearish, you're gonna get pissed off. So your 2 to 5 leads you right into greatness, right? Whether you got a limit order or whatever, clean this up. If you got a limit order, maybe you want to get in. The news does spike you to your liquidity, but at the same time, it's not comfortable. So I don't want you to really do that. I want you to be kind of out by that 8 o'clock. Even though I know you know that it's going to get there. So it is going to be more comfortable for you to limit order that. Okay. Now, my thing is you're out, you spike, get your money, leave it alone for a little bit. That's when I gave us, all right, wait, let this thing spike. It took the sell side version of all liquidity. You see that immediately. But it gave new sell side liquidity also. Does that make sense? So how could you handle this? Right? Congratulations. You've understood ICT at a kindergarten level. Shit easy, right? We take Asia. What do you do? Anybody who's just stepping onto the chart, sell the fuck out of this thing. It's already took out the buy stops. So anybody paired here, buy stops are activated. Smart money is building their position in here. Let's get to the 1 minute. How do you take this trade? No. Let's get creative. No, you don't have to wait for this consolidation. You already understand the area. You understand. Let you guys understand the entry hack. What is that? Go back and watch that video if you have not. In my Discord, we call it a range runner. We got a range runner right here. Just take the trade. Yeah. I want you to get on. It's going to be died 50, die 55. It's going to be literally between that die 50 to 10 o'clock window, right? 55, die 56, die 57. There we go. See what I mean? Look at that. 954, 953. As soon as you get to 950, bro, look how perfect it is. You're already ready to take the trade around 950 anyway. Do you feel what I'm saying? It's the literal end of the consolidation. You're taking the trade. You straight teleport to liquidity, bro. Teleport. That's what I'm saying. That's the basis of good trading. How else do you get inside of this thing? Inside of it. And like I said, NQ's a straight porn star. You want to be inside of it. You want to be inside of NQ right now. It's performing well, I should say. What is this right here? How do you take this one? If you are a early ICT head, right? I don't even talk about this one very much because I have different logic to it. But you could do it the regular ICT way if you so desire. Okay. What is that? Silver bullet. Silver bullet. You call it Trump news. I call it silver bullet. It's the same thing. Same thing. But everybody thought that, oh, liquidity's taken. Okay, smart money's and buys down. Sell stops are activated. They are. But what does smart money do? New positions on you for sales. Build new position for you for sales. Once their order is complete, they drag it down on you once again. Take you the fuck out. Fuck you. Even drag it, have a nerve to drag it back to this fair value gap. Have a nerve to say, fuck you again. Like Earl said, they don't want some of it. They want all the money. So what do they do to you all day? You keep buying. You retail traders keep fucking buying. And it's not fucking downside. It's not fucking buy side. I mean, you feel what I'm saying? Check it out. Let's check it out. Listen, look at the level. Look at the level. Okay. Now, anybody who's seen my chart before, right where I marked silver bullet, what level is that? It's my shit, bro. It's the LV. Look, that's Louis Vuitton, bro. You telling me you couldn't see that? It's my MB level. Why does it keep stopping right there? You need to be ready for that. Liquidity void. That's exactly what you get. And where are you focused already? Power through liquidity, low the dealing range. And you know what's funny about that? Your 81 and your 243 had what? What's hard about that? What's hard about that, bro? And this low retracement, EQ, right back down. EQ to EXT. You could have scalped that if you wanted to. It's a little rocky, but you understand it. Now, you know what's funny about this? ICT doesn't like this level. He don't like the breaker level. He really don't. Watch any of his videos. You could just sit there and watch it. Like anytime you see him type that funny thing on the screen where he's like, "Give a fuck if it's spelled wrong," and he's always like, and it's funny because it'll reach like a breaker level. He knows it's going to keep going. He just don't want to deal with this shit. You feel what I'm saying? So look how annoying it is right when you get to this breaker level. You feel what I'm saying? It's annoying. Breaker level do dumb shit. It's cool if you understand how to use a breaker. I mean, there's nothing wrong with using the breaker effectively if you understand it. Now, me personally, even talking about the breaker, I'll say I like the breaker when I already see something in motion. So if it's downside, if I call the breaker for me is like a re-entry. Same thing with the mitigation block because that's what you're actually given right after that anyway. Because like I said, breaker and the mitigation block are brother and sister. So what the fuck is that? Exactly. That's your Stairmaster 3000, clearly. And like I said, what is that? Down, makes your first swing low, takes that shit out in liquidity. You go up, makes everybody uncomfortable. Liquidity void level, like I said, and it will come down and violate all these lows. Comes back again, but it's really only coming into that first swing low. That's what the this rebalance is. So this is your new trading point for sales. Okay, my guy. So do you see where I'm going with this, right? So it's all about how you I mean, bro, you do anything you want, bro. Do anything you fucking want. And look, 243 is too big for the end of this. You want to go crazy on the end? Let's do it then. All right, let's do it then. How do you get in that last one? Stop playing with me. Simple. Heidi 81. What you gonna do? You already know it's not time for buys. We're already been talking about done for buys. If you tried to buy this and thought that was going to go up forever, bless your heart. Anyway, so we are selling shit. Where are you going to aim? I'm telling you, they're taking it all out, not a piece of it. They want it all. So that's the high of the dealing range. Let's take out all your mitigation block, how you got there in the first place. Let's up your time frame so you can see my point. And look how clean that is. Straight shot. But you know what the funny part is? What is this? Distribution cycle, 1 o'clock. It's going to be cleaner price action. You feel me? It's cleaner. You don't even deal with all the stuff that you got to deal with your breaker mitigation block, trendy, non-trendy state, basically at the same time. When I say that, don't mind that right now. Those who know me know what I'm talking about when I say non-trendy state. When I say this up here, um, high to 81, sells out liquidity. You just have to understand it's not difficult. It's really not. And so we'll talk next time on liquidity. Hopefully this video was at least kind of semi helpful because I mean trading is not necessarily hard. It's more about like you gotta be open minded, bro. You gotta stop thinking that everything is like systematic. I mean it is, but not to the point where you can't point out like what's an obvious main bias and why it should keep that bias for quite a while. It's seldom that the marketplace is 50-50 on both sides. It really favors one side. It will favor that side for quite a while, days even. So I want you to, even intraday trading, when you're just looking for moves, if you're a scalper, okay, stop going for every up, down, up, down, up, down. Why don't you just stay on the fucking sell side? Because you know it's keeping that main bias. You know it's a wick of the day, so you're on the sell side anyway. You have plenty of clues. I gave you plenty of clues, bro. What's hard? Not being creative here is the difficult part. Like I said, once you get the textbook down, that's it. Algorithm, time, however you want to do it. So I will see you in our next video and shit. And we gotta get breakfast. Let's get some fucking waffles.